Hope everyone's having a blessed morning. I am having a blessed morning. Yes. Um. So you see this topic. This topic is really good. This topic is much needed in our community, and this topic's going to be. I'm gonna try to make it 20 minutes. All right. I'm gonna make it 20 minutes, but I'll try to make it 15 minutes because there's some things that we need to talk about that's in our community, that's plaguing our communities all around the world, of changing this narrative and exposing obituaries and transferring them into graduating with diplomas from school. Each community, as we go throughout life, we see that our communities are plagued with perpetuaries. I mean, one after another, one after another, one after another. How the youth and those even before the youth, those that came before the youth, those that live in this murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted life, um, became a perpetuary. Somebody that can you can read upon and has passed away. Most of it is tragically. It's not of no um, normal and nature, natural causes. That's natural. It's all about gun violence. It's all about stabbings and kills and murder. You know, there's less people that's graduating and more people that's ending up in these funeral homes, that's ended up in these plantations, that's ending up on perpetuaries. We supposed to be reading our children's graduation, our children achievement, our children awards, accomplishments. These are the things that we supposed to be doing what? Praising our children and giving them flowers to contribute to society, to contribute to the community, to contribute to society, to the whole entire world by coming up entrepreneurs and becoming future leaders, right? And becoming spiritual leaders. This is being taken away and being replaced with this barbaric, evil, twisted way of life that most of our children and our loved ones, instead of graduating, they are graduating to the early grave. They are graduating into funeral homes. They are graduating to the back of paddy wagons. They are graduating um, back of cop cars, right? Graduating into these prisons and these plantations, into the federal prison. No one is not graduating into the military. No one's not graduating with diplomas. No one's not graduating for the police department, the fire department. Through our effort and through our struggles and through our fight, we are the one that paved the way to all civilizations so they can lead this society, our communities, to a better future. And these are the individuals that are getting these state jobs and city jobs. But we are getting, our jobs is to be on trapping on the corners and to be stagnated with sneakers and outfits. Just look at it. No one is not graduating. No one is not going to school. If you do go to school, it's becoming a big field of fighting, of shooting and murders. You can't even educate. You can't even graduate because it's being played by all of these major platforms, right? And all the social media stuff. And becoming perpetuary candidate. We are becoming perpetuate candidates. That's the only reward that we're seeing. Instead of getting our diplomas, right? Instead of getting our associate degrees, our bachelor degrees, our master degrees in science, in sociology, in any of the different type of subjects, we are being met with what? We are being met with murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life, of trapping on a corner and being stagnated from sneakers and wares and Chinese food. Please like, share, subscribe because ain't nobody going to get us up. Ain't nobody giving this information up, man. We are plagued with a lot of these other things that makes no sense. These platforms are being met with a lot of money because they are promoting uh, uh, um murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. How you doing, Mary? Love, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe because I need more subscribers. I need more views. I need for you to share this information because these channels are not talking about this. If you're not talking about it, that means you are the problem. And I'm the problem solver here. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna let this go. I'm not gonna reschedule it for the next day because this information is much needed. I'm tired of our children and I'm tired of us are being what? Are being met with obituaries instead of graduating. There's less people graduating and more people going to jail and more people becoming organ donors and more people trapping on the corners and being stagnated in life. We got to rise above all of this ignorance that's going on, this dumb, deaf, and blind way of life, which is plaguing us generation after generation, generation after generation. So I'm here to say that, let's change the narratives. Let's expose those that's upliving this lifestyle. And let's change this ways of action so we can have a better future. We need train operators. We need bus operators, right? We need construction workers. We need scientists. We need inventors. And that's who you are, prince and princess, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen all around the world. That's who you are. You are not a trapper. You are not a gangster. You don't need to be stagnated on these corners and giving your life day and night of doing these certain activities, which is going to lead you down a dark, dark path. So let's change the narrative of what? Obituary to graduation, to diplomas, to becoming a doctor. Let's take over this. This system. This system came for us. Let's change the narrative. T3, the toaster one. Hi, I just wanted to pop and say have a great day because we need more people like you. Thank you so much. Can you please like, share, subscribe? Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate this. Thank you so much. You have an amazing, beautiful day. We need this information out ASAP. We need this information to be in the forefront. We need this platform, right? And all of the platforms that's upliving, upholding this oneness of the Almighty to lead our children to a better future instead of being on obituaries and they rocking this thing around their neck and calling each other ops and spinning the block and doing boom, 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 boom. We need more sisters like Fatima in the back of me. That's my sister. She's holding me down. And she's going to be here the whole week so we can educate ourselves and educate our children, right, in our community, our society, because if we don't do it, who's going to do it? We're talking about instead of being on obituaries, let's be on graduation. Let's open up the graduation book. Let's see the achievements. Let's see the awards. Let's see the accomplishments, right? So our children can bring to the better future of society. Most of these jobs, these state jobs, city jobs, federal jobs, it came from our fight and our effort to a better future. Do not let our ancestors down. Do not let our descendants down. The ball's in your court, youth. You have it. You have it. You have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to lead the civilization into a better future. With your technology ways, with your invention ways, right? With your leadership ways. You don't have to give it to the corner. You don't have to be stagnated on the corner. You don't have to be stagnated into the projects and housing and nature. You don't have to do that. Let's change that narrative. Okay? We can take these very these complexes that we in, nature, and turn them into castles. Turn them into castles instead of You know, ground zero, ground zero waves in action in war, and war and war and war waves where we shooting and killing each other in these buildings and lighting candles up. Let's commend each other of graduating, become a doctor, becoming a lawyer, becoming a judge. We need this. The boy Mega said, need money for that though. No. Of course we need money. Who you think got all the money? We got the money. We are the biggest consumer of everything, right, in existence that mankind procreated. So that means that we have the money, we have the technology, we have the skills. We spend most of our money on what? On designer clothes. This is why I said it's very important to stop being stagnated and trapping for sneakers and wares. I need for you to go check that video out. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm telling you, I got some dope content over there that can get us over the hump. But we just need to like and share to get the information out amongst us. It has to start from the age 1 to 5, from 5 to 13. These are the years and the days where technology needs to be pushed amongst our children. It needs to be pushed. We can do it. We have it already inside of us. It's been passed on from generation to generation, from the ancient ancestor. Yes, this is facts. We got the sister behind us, Fatima. So once we do this, we can have a better life. Have community votes is where it's at. Yes, yes, we need to change the narrative. We need to change the narrative that's inside of our communities at the end of the day. And the narrative is that we're not gangsters. We're not trappers. We're not drug dealers. We're not rappers. All of these other things. We are actually what? Builders and inventors and scientists and astronomers, right? We have all of these functions and all of these factors that's within inside of us that have been passed on from generation to generation. We have a rich history, not just only physically, but mentally and spiritually. Yes, we built this country. This is our country, America. This is why the Creator made it a big campaign to talk about the West. We are the fathers of civilizations. So let's start civilizing and stop becoming uncivilized and stop ending up on these funeral homes, obituaries. We are ended up on more obituaries than we are ended up in graduation pictures. We are hanging up more obituaries in our house, right? And putting these candles down, drinking more than graduating. This is something that we're supposed to celebrate. We are celebrating the demise and death of our loved ones and our children. Let's switch the narratives. Let's expose this murder, death, kill, which is plaguing us. We all need these type of platforms. We all need the information to get out. This is what we need. Because we are up against a force that's battling us, that's been here since the beginning of time of man creation. But I'm here to expose this and change the narratives on who we supposed to be at the end of the day. Beloved brothers and sisters, kings and queens. I'm comfortable to walk in the street. I'm comfortable to be amongst my peers, to be amongst my community, any community where I'm at. Either I'm in Brownsville. I love Brownsville. I'm going to give a big shout out to a lot of these communities. Brownsville, Bed-Stuy. I love Bed-Stuy. Bed-Stuy, that's my second home. Brooklyn's my second home. Yes, the Bronx, Harlem, Queens, Staten Island. You know, especially if I want to give a big shout out to Buffalo. I love Buffalo up north. Yes, I love y'all. Y'all know me. So these are the places that we need to change the narrative. Yonkers, Mount Vernon, all of these places. And then we spread it around to the whole entire country. We need to leave a force of energy. We the one procreated the digital world. We procreated everything that you see. We procreated the digital world. We found the digital world because we used to travel back and forth, throughout our bodies It's space traveling. This is facts. Our ancient ancestors used to talk telepathically toward one another and use telenesis was the tool that we use, and we taught other civilization. So let's change the narrative of ending up on obituaries, and let's start ending up graduating. Let's change the school system. They not gonna change because we are not changing that narrative. We need to change the narrative. This is our land. This is the land of our ancient ancestors that built pyramids. But according to his story, we was living in huts. This is lies. This is why it's so important to get in tune with your spirituality, because spirituality open up doors in ways where that when people lied based on history, it changed the narrative and give you the spiritual content that you need to bring forth and to pass this on to generation to generation. Let's change the narrative of obituaries, and let's change and put it on graduation. I want to see more people graduating with a doctorate degree. I want to see more children graduating with entrepreneurship. I want to see more children being what? Astronauts. I want to see more children being scientists and doctors and lawyers and every other thing that we need in our society. I want to see our children become law enforcement, firefighters, state jobs, all of these things which we procreated from our society. We was never no slaves. Do you understand that? We was never no slaves. Never. We always fought. And we still fighting for our land. And we always going to fight. Until the last of us. Until none of us breathe no more. You cannot destroy the first creation of mankind that is put here to lead all civilization to victory. Because we, contrary to what Andrew said, we are the glue. We are the formula to spirituality, to existence. So we have to change that narrative. This is what we must do. We have to encourage each other. Change it from being on obituary, right? And change it to graduating. This is facts. This is facts. And organ donor, and ended up in these paddy wagons and back of the cop cars, and back of these federal prison systems, and being upstate rocking these DIN numbers with your name and the DIN number 25A 7578. These DIN numbers, and they're having to bled for you. Do you know how much it costs for one body being here? $80,000 a year. Just for you being in here is $80,000. Let's change the narrative. Instead of you being in these plantations and getting your education and change your life around, do it out here so you can make $80,000, $100,000, $200,000 a year. You have the knowledge, you have the technology within inside of you and your DNA. This is facts. Become who you're supposed to become, instead of ended up on the obituary and trapping, right? And being stagnated with sneakers and clothes and Chinese food and sandwich money. From this evil, demonic, twisted, barbaric devil demon that's plaguing us in his shadows. Yes, this is facts. We gotta encourage each other. Yeah. Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. I got the sister behind me. Ain't nobody coming with this content like this. Not like this. Well, Austin Flowers gonna give it up to you. This is all big facts, straight facts. I'm recognizing the spiritual realm. This is all big facts. Coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Experience from a spiritual eye. That's all big facts. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, all around the world. Yes. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell. Hit it so you can know that I'm dropping bangers and heat for you and I. That's right. I got a new channel over there. Go check that out. Austin Flow. U 5